एवरीवन। बहुत सारी चीज़ें हमारे लाइफ में ऐसे भी होती है जो हम नहीं चाहते कि कभी हो, बट थिंग्स हैपन। अनफॉर्चुनेटली May 3 नीट का पेपर कैंसिल हो चुका है। हमारे पास सिर्फ 20 दिन है और हमें अपनी पूरी जान इसमें लगानी है। सो वी हैव वन मोर गोल्डन अपॉर्चुनिटी टू बी इन आवर ड्रीम कॉलेज। तो बच्चों का ये सवाल रहता है कि इतना सारा सिलेबस सिर्फ 20 दिन में कैसे कंप्लीट करें। तो बेटा यहाँ ये है कि हमें ज़ीरो से नहीं, हमें एक पड़ाव से स्टार्ट करनी है जो हमने ऑलरेडी तय कर चुका हुआ है। सो बेटा इस 20 डेज में फर्स्ट स्ट्रैटेजी हमारी ये है कि हम इमोशनल स्टेबिलिटी, मेंटल स्टेबिलिटी बनाए रखें। मैं समझ सकती हूँ इस टाइम पे बहुत सारे बच्चे बहुत एंजाइटी फील कर रहे होंगे, बहुत गुस्से में होंगे, पर बेटा अगर हम अपना दिमाग कंट्रोल कर ले, हमारे वश में रहे, हम इस पे काबू कर ले, इसको पॉजिटिव वे में समझे, आधी जंग हमने यही जीत लिया। सो मेंटल स्टेबिलिटी बहुत ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है। सो वी हैव टू मेंटेन द स्टेबिलिटी अंडर द प्रेशर। ये पहला चीज़ होना चाहिए। सो हमारी सेकंड स्ट्रैटेजी ये होनी चाहिए कि एनसीईआरटी नोट्स, एनसीईआरटी बेटा हमारा बाइबल है, एनसीईआरटी का कोई भी लाइन छूटना नहीं चाहिए। सो एनसीईआरटी पूरा अच्छे से कर लीजिएगा। एनसीईआरटी नोट्स, 1 पेज नोट्स, बेटा जो भी आपको याद है, जैसे कि कोई डेटा हो गया, एक पेज पे लिख लीजिए जो आप यूजुअली भूल जाते हो। सो 1 पेज नोट। कमिंग टू द थर्ड वन, दैट इज PYQ, MCQs। बेटा लास्ट 5 ईयर्स का अगर देख लो, अभी हमारे पास टाइम नहीं है कि हम 10 ईयर्स का कंप्लीट कर सकें। लास्ट 5 ईयर्स अगर आप 2025 से 20 तक का भी यदि क्वेश्चन सॉल्व कर लो, बहुत ही हेल्पफुल रहेगा। हमें यहाँ पे कुछ भी नहीं छोड़ना चाहिए, जैसे कि कोई भी डायग्राम बेस्ड क्वेश्चन हो गया या असर्शन रीजन का क्वेश्चन हो गया, केस बेस्ड हो गया, कुछ भी नहीं छोड़ना है, राइट। सो अब के जो 20 दिन बचे हैं उसमें बेटा मॉक टेस्ट कंप्लीट करना, एक एटलीस्ट 1 मॉक टेस्ट, एटलीस्ट 1। अब क्या PYQs और मॉक टेस्ट होने से चलेगा? नहीं, यहाँ पे हमें एनालाइज भी करना है कि कहाँ पर हमारी गलती हो रही है, और जहाँ पे गलती हो रही है वहाँ पे हमें काम करना भी है। हमको वो पर्टिकुलर सेक्शन में जितने क्वेश्चंस बन सकते हैं उसको और सॉल्व करना ज़रूरी बनता है। फिफ्थ वन इज द बुक मार्क। अगर आप एनसीईआरटी में देखो बेटा बहुत सारे डेटा दिए गए हैं, और आप अगर बुक मार्क कर लो, योर बुक मार्क गेम शुड बी वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग। जो चीज़ें जैसे हमें कोई डेटा हो गया, कोई नंबर हो गया, हमें याद नहीं है, तो बेटा वहाँ पर एक बुक मार्क कर लीजिए ताकि एग्जाम से पहले एक बार फिर से देख सको आप। देन प्रायोरिटाइजिंग द हाई वेटेज टॉपिक्स। सो अगर आप देखो लास्ट 10 ईयर्स का पेपर, कुछ चैप्टर्स, कुछ टॉपिक्स एनटीए के बहुत ही फेवरेट रहे हैं, तो उन चैप्टर्स को प्रायोरिटाइज करिएगा। अगर आप लास्ट 2026 का पेपर देखें नीट का, तो हम देख सकते हैं कि यहाँ पर एनिमल किंगडम, मॉर्फोलॉजी ऑफ फ्लावरिंग प्लांट्स में 4 क्वेश्चंस बैठे थे। देन अगर आप देखो 2 क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम एनाटॉमी ऑफ फ्लावरिंग प्लांट्स एंड स्ट्रक्चर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन। साइटोलॉजी में 4 क्वेश्चंस देखिएगा बेटा, सेल, द यूनिट ऑफ लाइफ, सेल डिवीजन, ये बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट हाईली वेटिंग चैप्टर्स है बेटा। इफ यू सी बायोमॉलिक्यूल्स, यहीं से बेटा 5 क्वेश्चन आ चुके थे। एंड इन केस ऑफ फोटोसिंथेसिस इन हायर प्लांट्स, प्लांट ग्रोथ डेवलपमेंट, नीट में 3 क्वेश्चन आए हुए थे। और रही बात फिजियोलॉजी की बेटा, देखिएगा बॉडी फ्लूइड्स एंड सर्कुलेशन, ब्रीदिंग एंड एक्सचेंज ऑफ गैसेस से भी बहुत सारे क्वेश्चन आ चुके थे। और सबसे ज़्यादा क्वेश्चन जो है केमिकल कोऑर्डिनेशन एंड इंटीग्रेशन से आए हुए थे। कमिंग टू द ग्रेड 12 बेटा, अगर 2026 नीट का पेपर देख लो तो मैक्सिमम क्वेश्चन जो है प्रिंसिपल ऑफ इनहेरिटेंस एंड वेरिएशन, जेनेटिक्स के क्वेश्चन बहुत थे, मॉलिक्यूलर बायोलॉजी के बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस आए हुए थे, बायोटेक्नोलॉजी के क्वेश्चंस बहुत आ चुके थे। नाउ इफ यू सी रिप्रोडक्शन चैप्टर, वहाँ से भी बेटा बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस आए थे, जैसे कि सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन, फ्लावरिंग प्लांट्स, ह्यूमन रिप्रोडक्शन, रिप्रोडक्टिव हेल्थ। यहाँ से आप देख सकते हो कि ऑलमोस्ट 8 क्वेश्चन बैठ चुके थे। बायोटेक्नोलॉजी से बेटा देखिएगा, बायोटेक्नोलॉजी प्रिंसिपल एंड प्रोसेस से 5 क्वेश्चंस, बायोटेक्नोलॉजी एंड एप्लीकेशन से 3 क्वेश्चन आ चुके थे। अगर लास्ट 5 ईयर्स का क्वेश्चन पैटर्न आप अगर देखोगे तो यहाँ पे देखिएगा सबसे ज़्यादा क्वेश्चन जो 2025 का क्वेश्चन है उसमें मॉलिक्यूलर बेसिस ऑफ इनहेरिटेंस में 7 क्वेश्चन आए हुए थे। अगर 2024 में भी देखो 6 आए हुए थे, 2023 में 8 क्वेश्चन, 2022 में 8 क्वेश्चन। तो सबसे ज़्यादा मॉलिक्यूलर बेसिस ऑफ इनहेरिटेंस, इसको तो छोड़ के जाना ही नहीं है, इस पे अच्छे से ग्रिप कर लीजिएगा। अगर बायोटेक्नोलॉजी की बात कर ले बेटा, प्रिंसिपल एंड एप्लीकेशन से 6 क्वेश्चन 2025 में आए हुए थे, 2024 में 6 आए हुए थे एंड 2020 में 5। सो बायोटेक्नोलॉजी इज अ वेरी हाईली स्कोरिंग चैप्टर। वहीं अगर लो वेटेज चैप्टर्स देखें, जैसे कि हमारे पास 2024 में इकोसिस्टम से एक ही क्वेश्चन आया हुआ था, और अगर माइक्रोब्स इन ह्यूमन वेलफेयर देखोगे तो 2023 में सिर्फ 0 क्वेश्चन थे, कोई क्वेश्चन नहीं था। पर इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि आप इसे कम्प्लीटली इग्नोर कर लो, पढ़िए पर उन्हीं चैप्टर्स को ज़्यादा फोकस करिए जो कि एनटीए में लास्ट 5 इयर्स में सबसे ज़्यादा क्वेश्चन पूछे गए थे, राइट। सो बेटा फाइनल स्ट्रैटेजी हमारी क्या है, हमको एनसीईआरटी का कोई भी लाइन, कोई भी डायग्राम, कोई भी पॉइंट, कोई भी डेटा हमें स्किप नहीं करनी, एनसीईआरटी से ही सब कुछ हो जाएगा हमारा। देन प्रायोरिटाइजिंग हाई वेटेड चैप्टर, जैसे कि हमारे पास जेनेटिक्स हो गया, बायोटेक्नोलॉजी हो गया, देन साइटोलॉजी, फिजियोलॉजी, बायोमोलिक्यूल्स, देन रिप्रोडक्शन। अगर रिप्रोडक्शन में देखो बेटा 3 चैप्टर्स यहाँ से आ जा रहे हैं, जैसे कि हमारे पास रिप्रोडक्शन इन ह्यूमंस हो गया, रिप्रोडक्टिव हेल्थ हो गया, सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन इन फ्लावरिंग प्लांट्स हो गया। सो ये 3 चैप्टर्स तो यहीं से कवर हो रहे हैं। तो ये जो है बेटा ये बहुत ही हाईली स्कोरिंग, हाईली वेटेड चैप्टर्स है, ये बहुत ही ज़्यादा इम्पॉर्टेंट है, आपको इन चैप्टर्स पे ज़्यादा फोकस करना पड़ेगा। बाकी चैप्टर्स पे आप एक बार गो थ्रू कर लीजिए, क्वेश्चंस जो प्रीवियस है क्वेश्चंस एक बार सॉल्व करके चले जाइएगा। तो ये थी आपकी बायोलॉजी स्ट्रैटेजी फॉर री-नीट 2026।
Hello everyone, hope you guys are doing well and preparing for your upcoming NEET exam. I know this is a bit challenging phase in your life as you have already given your NEET exam on 3rd May, but again it is a phase where you have to give your exam on 21st June. Don't feel demotivated, okay? Please stay positive. You guys can do it. You did a good amount of revision. So today here we are from SISYA team and I am the teacher of chemistry. So today, after analyzing the paper which was given to you on 3rd May 2026, I have segregated the topics from each class, that is from class 11 and 12. I have segregated the chapters and accordingly the number of questions given in those specific chapter so that you can prepare them accordingly. So here you can see from class 11 chemistry. So from basic concepts of chemistry, you got 2 questions, and from structure of atom, you got 2 questions. And from periodicity and properties, you got 2 questions. See, these are basic chapters and you, almost you got 2 to every year. If you see the trend, you'll be getting 1 to 2 questions. So I would suggest you that not to skip these 3 chapters and study them. Coming to chemical bonding, you are having 4 questions. So this is a good amount of weightage from this chapter. You got 4 questions and the main topics are usually from MOT, VSCPR theory, geometry, shapes. Please do practice them and easily you can answer this topic. Next, coming to states of matter, you're not having much questions. Coming to thermodynamics, you are having 2 questions from this. And coming to equilibrium chapter, you are having 3 questions. So again, from physical chemistry, thermodynamics and equilibrium, they are scoring, and they are from this chapter every year you will get frequently, you will get some of the other questions. So I suggest you not to skip this thermodynamics, equilibrium and chemical bonding chapters because you will be having a good amount of weightage and a good number of questions will be asked. Next, going to hydrogen and S block, not much questions were asked this year. Coming to P block, you are having 3 questions, and GOC, that is general organic chemistry, you got 3 questions, and hydrocarbons also you got 3 questions. Again, a good amount of weightage from organic chemistry. So GOC and hydrocarbons, please do prepare well. Mainly focus on the conceptual part when it comes to organic chemistry. Instead of memorizing the reactions, try to understand how the reactions are going on, how the stability of reactor intermediates are going on, and you will be able to answer them and you will be able to score well. Okay. Next, coming to class 12, solid state has been removed from your NEET exam. And coming to solutions, you got 2 questions from the exam which was held on 3rd May. And from electrochemistry and chemical kinetics, again you got 3 questions. Again, I suggest you not to skip this electrochemistry and kinetics chapter from physical chemistry because you are getting good amount of questions. Not only this year but every year there is a trend that you will get, definitely you will get some of the other questions from these 2 chapters. So please don't skip it and practice them, revise them regularly. And surface chemistry and general principles and process of isolation, you can leave it, it has been removed. P block elements, D and F block elements, again you got a good amount of questions. Okay, 3 questions you got it. Next, coming to coordination compounds from inorganic chemistry, you got 4 questions this year. Coordination compounds is a very much important chapter, and from inorganic chemistry, most of the questions you get are memorizing part, right? So chemical bonding and coordination compounds are somewhat, you can do them well. Like you need not memorize. If you understand the concept and practice few questions, you will be able to do them. So please don't skip it, and they are good weightage to you. And coming to haloalkanes, haloarenes, you got 2 questions. Alcohols, phenols and ethers, you got 3 questions. Organic chemistry, alcohols, phenols, ethers and aldehydes, ketones, carboxylic acids, you got 3 to 4 questions. So please do practice them regularly. Coming to amines and biomolecules, you got 2 questions. So this is the paper analysis which was held on 3rd May 2026. But don't completely rely on this pattern, because NTA may change the pattern. They may change the weightage of the topics. They may make the paper level difficulty. This year the paper was little easy, right? So for the 21st June, the upcoming exam, they may make it a little difficult for you. I'm not scaring you guys, but I'm just preparing you. I'm just telling you to get prepared with the things. Prepare for the difficulty level as well as the easy level. Okay. So this is the pattern for which was held on 3rd May. But better if you also refer the previous year question papers and then prepare your preparation. So again, I have taken the list of different years analysis, like 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, and the list of questions being asked and the more weightage topics. Accordingly, you guys can prepare. From some basic concepts of chemistry, if you see the 2025-24 years, you got 2 to 3 questions. And from structure of atom, you got 2 questions. So basic chapter, right? If you concentrate on this electronic configuration and topics and all, you will be able to answer. Okay. Principal quantum number, azimuthal quantum number, those all the basics, right? If you concentrate on them, you will be able to answer. And when it comes to basic concepts of chemistry, if you concentrate on mole concept, then you will be able to answer well. A very basic topic and important in chemistry. When it comes to periodic properties, you are having 1 to 2 questions when you see the trend of from 2021 to 2025. Mostly they'll be asking you the trends followed in periodic table and all. So please do refer them, and if there are any exceptions, do concentrate on them. Okay, next coming to chemical bonding. See, every year if you see the chemical bonding topics from 2021 to 2025, you are having a good amount of questions. It means NTA every year they are asking a good amount of questions from chemical bonding, inorganic chemistry. So please do concentrate on this topic. States of matter, there are no questions. And coming to chemical thermodynamics, you are having in 2024 3 questions were asked, and when it comes to 2025 only 1 question was asked. You can't completely predict. See, in 2026 again good amount of questions were asked. In 24 you got 3 questions. In 25 1 question. But I suggest you from physical chemistry, thermodynamics and equilibrium, they are important, and please don't skip them. Equilibrium, again you are having a good amount of chapters. 2 to 3 questions were being frequently asked. Redox reactions, 1 question is being asked. If you see the trend like 2023, 24, 25. Hydrogen S block elements, questions weren't asked. When it comes to basic concepts of organic chemistry, GOC, again you are having a good conceptual questions. See, though this is a basic concept in organic chemistry, but most of the questions were being asked, because the basic topics like inductive, mesomeric effect, order of acidity, basicity, reactive intermediates, those are basic things when it comes to understanding a reaction mechanism, right? So NTA is being frequently asked questions from this topic. So please do practice them. Coming to hydrocarbons, again the name reactions, whatever they are present in hydrocarbons, physical and chemical properties, please do refer, because almost a good amount of questions being asked in 2024-25, 3 questions being asked. And from environmental chemistry, questions weren't asked. I think you can ignore if you don't have much amount of time. Okay. Coming to class 12, solid state is been removed from your NEET UG syllabus, so you can ignore it. Coming to solutions chapter, 2 to 3 questions were being asked. And again, electrochemistry and chemical kinetics were very important topics from physical chemistry. A good amount of questions can be asked from electrochemistry, mainly based on cells, conductance and all the topics. And coming to kinetics, chemical kinetics, zero order, first order reactions, and the graph analysis and all, please do check them, because you are also having a good amount of questions. See, 3 to 2 in 2024-25 you are having 3 questions, and 22-23 you are having 2 questions. So they are definitely, NTA is giving you some amount of questions from electrochemistry and kinetics, so it is a scoring part. Again, surface chemistry, this you can ignore. P block elements, 2 to 3 questions were being asked, and D and F block elements, again, you are having 2 questions. Coordination chemistry, I told you, you are having a good amount of weightage. From inorganic chemistry, please don't skip this chemical bonding in coordination chemistry. See, again in 2024, you got 4 questions, and 2025, you got 3 questions. So, please do concentrate on this topic: isomerism, IUPAC nomenclature, and crystal field stabilization energy. These all are the topics from which frequently questions were being asked. And haloalkanes, haloarenes, you are having 2 questions. Alcohols, phenols, and ethers, 1 to 3 questions were being asked. Aldehydes, ketones, and carboxylic acids, 3 questions were being asked in 2025. And the paper which was recently held, you got 4 questions from this. So please don't skip this part from organic chemistry as well. And in amines, see, if you see the trend from 2021 to 25, you are having, definitely you are having the 2 questions were being asked. So this year also, I think you can expect some questions from amines chapter, and biomolecules, 1 to 2 questions were being asked. Coming to the preparation strategy. So how you should prepare for the upcoming NEET exam. See, I know that you will be referring to many kind of materials. A lot of materials are available in Telegram, WhatsApp groups. If you are going to some coaching centers XYZ or something, if you are preparing your own, you may, a lot of online materials are also available, right? So firstly, I suggest you strictly follow NCERT textbook, because whatever questions are being asked in NEET, they are mainly based on NCERT textbook. And then stick to some standard material. Refer only one material. Don't refer to multiple materials. If you refer to multiple materials, you will feel confused. Okay. So even while revising, you will not feel comfortable to revise it again. So please do stick to NCERT. Then if you are having time, okay, then refer to additional standard materials. And then previous year question papers, they are very much important. Please don't ignore, because from that you will be having an idea what kind of questions were being asked from each chapter, on which topic you have to stress, which topic you can ignore if you are not able to perform well. So previous year questions are the one such thing which will give you a good idea, and refer the trends and analysis, everything from the question paper. And I've even provided how many kind of questions are being asked from each chapter. Please do refer it and then start your preparation. I hope you guys are already doing your preparation, and practice 45 to 50 MCQs per day. Very, very important. But it's not just about revision. Practicing daily MCQs are equally important, because at the end of the day in exam hall, you have to answer your MCQs, right? You can't skip them. If you're just doing your revision and skipping the revision part, that is practicing MCQs, then you may not perform well. So if you start practicing MCQs at your home with the specific time limit and accuracy, then you can perform much, much better in your exam. And see, coming to physical chemistry specifically, I told you, chemical kinetics, electrochemistry, equilibrium, thermodynamics, these are very much important chapters. And from physical chemistry, formulas and numericals are very important. Do practice them, memorize the formulas every day. Coming to organic chemistry, name reactions are very much important. Please do refer what kind of reagents are being used in that specific reaction. And if you use the specific reaction, suppose if you are taking a reactant and using oxidation reagents or reduction reagents, what kind of product you are getting. So please do practice such kind of questions, because if you see the NEET UG paper, most of the organic questions are somewhat related to conceptual base, like in GOC, how the reactive intermediates or how the carbocation carbanion stability is going on. Or they will ask what kind of product will be produced if you are using this kind of reagent. So accordingly, you need to prepare for organic chemistry. Coming to inorganic, they are memory based questions. Coming to S and P block, D and F block elements, okay, they are memory based. Trends, exceptions, please do revise them regularly. And coordination chemistry and chemical bonding, they are not memorized based. If you understand the concept and practice them, you will be able to do it. And they are also scoring part from inorganic chemistry. Okay, please do, if you are having 45 questions in chemistry, right, at least target 160 marks out of 180 in chemistry, so that your overall paper, you can score good amount of marks out of 720. And coming to this part, mistake notebook. What is mistake notebook? You will be revising the MCQs regularly. You will be practicing the MCQs regularly, right? So you will be having some doubts, or you may commit some mistake, some silly mistake, whatever it is. please do write it in your book, so that the next day please do refer it, what mistake you have done in that book, and try not to repeat that mistake. See, even if you are answering out of 40 questions, try to be accurate, because in a NEET exam, accuracy plays a very important role, and that is where the rank differs. So please do concentrate on all these things. Okay, next, coming to important chapters. If you feel like you don't have much amount of time, you want to do well in your NEET exam, 70% of the syllabus can be covered from these important chapters. So here I want to guide you with the important chapters. If you are having time, please do refer the rest of the topics for scoring good marks. See, coming to GOC and hydrocarbons. In GOC, concentrate on acidity, basicity, stability of carbocation, carbanion, all these topics. So most of the questions can be asked from there. And again, aromaticity, they'll be giving the options. Find out the aromatic compounds. So you have to find them out. So aromaticity concept is also very much important. And coming to hydrocarbons, hydrocarbons topics is also very important. Markovnikov, anti-Markovnikov rule, electrophilic substitution on benzene rings. Don't skip this part. And coming to chemical bonding, VSCPR and molecular orbital theory, the how to find out the bond order, geometry, shapes and all. Please do revise them regularly. Okay. Coming to equilibrium, and thermodynamics, they are having good amount of weightage in physical chemistry. In equilibrium, Lee-Hartley's principle, and the numericals, please do pH calculations, please do practice them. And coming to thermodynamics, CP-CV relations and Gibbs free energy, enthalpy, entropy related numericals, do practice them. Coming to aldehydes, ketones and carboxylic acids, name reactions are very much important. Aldol reaction, Cannizzaro, Claisen condensation, Wolff-Fechner reduction, and then Fehling solution, Tollens reagent, these all are very much important. So please do stress on these topics. Coming to coordination chemistry, crystal field stabilization energy, Venner's theory, IUPAC nomenclature, isomerism is also very important topic. Please don't skip it. I think frequently questions were being asked from these topics. And coming to solutions, relative lowering of vapor pressure, osmotic pressure, and you are having a good amount of questions like osmotic pressure, relative lowering of vapor pressure. These questions were being asked from solutions chapter. Coming to chemical kinetics, in kinetics, mainly concentrate on the graphical part, like check the x-axis and y-axis and how the graph is being plotted, and how to identify a particular graph, order of the reactions, half-life. Please do check them and practice them regularly. Coming to electrochemistry, galvanic cells, electrolytic cells, and Kohlrausch law, conductance. These are very much important topics which you need to concentrate. Consider it as a second chance for you. Please don't commit any mistakes. On 3rd May, if you couldn't perform well due to some reasons, like you were doing some mistakes due to panic, or you couldn't mark in OMR sheet well, please don't commit such mistakes. And by the end of 20th June, please try to complete at least 10 to 12 mock tests, so that you will have a good amount of practice and you will feel confident in the exam. Prepare from easy to difficult level. Don't expect the paper to be easy, medium or difficult. Prepare for all the 3 levels, and please do refer the previous year question papers. Thank you.